Hey guys, I wanted to do a big kind of collective makeup haul today because I went a little insane on Black Friday, as I tend to do at this time of year. And a little bit of self-defense here, I feel like I'm actually fantastic at restraining myself from online shopping all year round until Black Friday comes. And when I see deals that good, I will splurge. It's like all the 11 months leading up to this, I was just saving, waiting for good old Black Friday when I just cannot help myself. And you know what? That's okay, because sometimes you just need material goods to bring a little joy into your life, okay, and spark some excitement. And makeup has been a pretty big hobby of mine for several years now, so that's what I splurged on. There's certain sales I just look forward to all year, and here we are. First things first, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the sale I look forward to every year, genuinely the one. No one else, I feel like no other brand does Black Friday to the level that JSC does. Not to mention that Jeffree's brand has some of the most, I feel like, unique makeup on the market, things you really don't see other brands do. And so this is really my go-to. Crazy Black Friday sales. Last year I bought a bunch of full-size palettes for $12 a piece. Crazy deals. So what do I do this year? I buy 13 liquid lipsticks because they were on sale for $3 a piece, and how could I not? I went for pretty much all nudes when I purchased this because I feel like I wear nudes the most often, and of all things I would like to have the greatest variety of nude lipsticks, and so yep, I seized the opportunity, and I really want to do a swatching video of them all, so I'll probably do a short form video of that. We'll see if I get to filming that today, but I would love to. Let's go through the shades. So first we have Christmas Cookie. I have this one in a mini and I love it. Next we have Gemini. Libra Lynn, my shade because I'm a Libra. This is maybe like the most warm toned lipstick I've ever seen. I'm really excited to try that on. This one's really warm too. It's called Leo. This one I was so excited for. Rose Madder. It's this really pretty like dusty pink, like dusty rose. This one too, Calabasas, I was really looking forward to trying. Androgyny. This is like one of his absolute most famous colors. I feel like it's so viral and just looking forward to that one. Deceased. We're getting into like the cool tone grays, which such difficult colors to find in other brands. I feel like he genuinely has the absolute best selection of undertones and things that you just can't find anywhere else. And we have Mannequin, Celebrity Skin, Teabag, and my tried and true favorite lipstick of all time probably. You can tell this one's actually my old one because it's a little beat up and used. I'm almost out of it, but I bought another backup. I already had a backup. This lipstick, I don't know what I would do without it. Nowhere else have I been able to find such a wonderful, perfect, cool toned liquid lipstick, and this is just my baby. I've been using this consistently for years. I'm pretty sure this is like my second one that I'm running out of already. Like it's reaching its end, but luckily I have two more. My absolute tried and true. And then I also got his white one called, it's Drug Lord, right? Yeah, Drug Lord. Something I just really wanted to have in my collection. Then at the same time I got his Magic Star concealers, and I got the two second to lightest shades. These are C1 and C2 because the lightest shade is probably, I would assume it's C0, and it's like a pure white concealer. And I'm very pale, but maybe not pure white pale, although I feel like there's excellent uses for a pure white concealer. But I did get the two other lightest shades. So this is the color of C1. I feel like it does match me quite well for concealer. I've had this shade before, but I don't think I've ever owned C2 before. But I wanted to give another shade a try because I feel like it would also be a pretty good match for me. It's just like a slight difference in undertone. I think this one's like pinkier, this one's a little more neutral. And I think I have a pink undertone, but maybe leaning a bit neutral, so I feel like both of these could work perfectly fine. Just experimenting. They were also $3 a piece. Everything that I got in this first round was $3 a piece, which is unreal. You can see why I splurged, right? And then along with all of that, I've been dying to try one of his lip scrubs. So I got this one, and this one is Blood Orange, I believe. Yeah, I love the color of this packaging, by the way. And my lips are always dry, peeling, just flaky. It's so bad. And I'm really hoping that a lip scrub like this will help me out. And I've heard that his tastes amazing and work really well. So I'm very excited. It already smells so good, like orange. I absolutely love citrusy flavors. That's one of my favorite things, like sour, citrus, those sort of, you know, orange, lemon, lime, those sorts of things, pineapple. Love all those types of flavors, so this felt right up my alley. Please save my lips, I'm relying on you. All right, we're gonna come back to Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm gonna throw in this set of liquid lipsticks as well, which I just impulsively bought on Amazon. These are really cheap. It was like maybe $4 for this set of 3. Not some like well-known brand Black Friday sale, but I'd really wanted particularly gray lipstick for a really long time, and then black as well. I've never had a black lipstick yet, and I play around with makeup a lot, so it's kind of surprising to me that I didn't have it already. And then for white, I already bought the one from Jeffree Star, but it came in the set, and figured why not? You know, it's fine for like mixing with things, and it was still well worth it for the other two. So it was actually advertised as a Halloween lipstick set by this brand Bad Color. Yeah, here are the different shades. White, gray, and black. Because when I do my silver cool tone kind of looks that are very gray based, I feel like there's no lipstick that's just cool enough for me, because even my Ride or Die Posh Spice over here, I would still call it like a brownie nude. It definitely has a heavy cool undertone to it and like a grayish undertone, but it's definitely still like a nude brown. So what I wanted was like gray, you know, and that's what I got here. And honestly, I feel like it's a little bit too blue for me, so I would need to mix it with something else anyway, but I feel like it's just something I need in my collection. At least a mixing agent sort of thing like this, and if I mix it in with the black, it looks pretty good too. And the white you can use to lighten any of your darker lipsticks, or, you know, like in the center if you want to do like a bit of a gradient sort of lip. So there's uses for these, and I'm sure you can use black to darken other things too, and just change undertones of lipsticks, you know? I always push the concept of mixing your lipstick shades. Like, you don't need that many lipsticks if you just get a few shades and then mix them around to get the undertone and the depth that you want. Says the one who just bought 13 liquid lipsticks because they were on sale, but you know what? If they weren't $3 a piece, I would never have done this, so you get my point. Moving on. Alright, we're gonna come back to Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And here's where this video takes a funny twist, because last year, as I mentioned, I bought a bunch of makeup palettes, and this year I was really hoping that he would also have like a crazy palette sale, because like 2 years ago he had his mini palettes on sale for really cheap, and then last year he had the big palettes for really cheap too, which I absolutely went crazy there. Bought everyone, and I'm so glad that I have them in my collection now. And so this year I was really hoping for a big palette sale, which didn't initially happen, and so there were a couple of color stories of eyeshadow that I'd really been wanting. In particular, I wanted his Blood Money palette, which was all green eyeshadows, because I've really taken a liking to green eyeshadows lately. And then on top of that, I also wanted a yellow palette, because I really like those like yellowy makeup looks, especially like the banana kind of shades, like that pretty pastel banana kind of look, and then the deeper kind of warm brown but very like yellowy based sort of, yeah, like banana shades are the best way to describe it. I wanted that sort of yellow palette. Specifically, I was really expecting the Blood Money palette to go on sale this year, and then it didn't, or so I thought. He really got us there. And so to get the colors I wanted, I ended up ordering from Colourpop, because they also had some awesome Black Friday sales going. And so I binged so much YouTube to like look at all the Colourpop palettes, see which ones I wanted, and, you know, compare them all, because they have all the different colors stories and stuff. And so to get the greens I wanted, I landed upon this palette right here. It's called The Child, and it's their Star Wars Mandalorian collaboration collection, I guess. And I was specifically looking for very like foresty types of greens. I recently just got into those shades. I don't really have those in my collection, and so that's something I was really looking for. And here is the palette, which is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at... I did get these for the matte greens in particular, but these shimmers are out of this world. If you can just see like the metallic reflect there, it looks so stunning. And the packaging is so cute. Like, it literally says right here, the cutest in the galaxy, and the little details on the palette itself, I think, are just so cute. And I've been dying to swatch this. I'm so excited. It's such a pretty little palette, just very, very precious, particularly because Baby Yoda is on it. And then because I also wanted more of like a bright lime green, and like I mentioned, I wanted all of those yellow shades, I also got this Mad About Hue palette, and this one is literally just a full spectrum rainbow of matte shades. Look at that beauty. So the rose I was most looking forward to, of course, are, as I mentioned, the yellow. I feel like the orange as well, because I really don't have a big variety of orange shadows in my collection, maybe a couple, and so this was really nice as well. And the greens at the top here especially, I really wanted like a kind of bright limey sort of green like that, and just gorgeous. But I'm happy with all the rose. I feel like the pinks are really pretty, the blues are super nice, very vibrant, and then we have like a row of kind of these warm toned sort of purples. I just think it is absolutely stunning. Again, so excited to dig into this. It's been so hard to not touch these things as they're sitting there, because I wanted to get it all together for a video, and I didn't want to touch them yet until I did that and I could film them all properly before, you know, I stick my fingers and start swatching them and dip my brushes in and just ruin the gorgeous perfection of the brand new product, you know? See, I've been practicing some self-restraint. And then guess what happened after I purchased these palettes? On Cyber Monday, of course, Jeffree Star put some eyeshadow palettes on sale, and guess which color stories he put on sale? The exact two palettes, green and yellow. Shocker. Truly a shocker. So did I order them? Yes, obviously. At this point, would it have been the responsible thing to maybe not necessarily order them because I kind of already got what I wanted? Maybe, but I still wanted these palettes, okay? They were $18 a piece, which not quite as good as last year when he had them on sale for $12 a piece, like full-size palettes, but 18 is still pretty darn good for just the level of luxury and quality of his palettes. I feel like it was worth it. And the shades are definitely not identical. I feel like there's definitely enough variety and difference to make it reasonable to buy these palettes despite what I'd already purchased. Am I kind of making excuses for myself? Maybe, but I feel like this is something I'm really gonna love and use, so you know, I'm not, no regrets basically. So you know, round 2 of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I love the angle of my hand right now, the claw. It's like not only is the packaging of his palettes unbelievable, but even shipping packaging, like always a pink box, pink bubble wrap. He uses his own custom tape with his logo on it too. It's just, there is so much thought and love that goes into it. I love it. Just phenomenal branding and packaging. So here's the box that Blood Money came in. His all green themed palette. And here's the palette in this gorgeous trunk. Like, how many eyeshadow palettes do you see like this? I mean, it is just gorgeous. And this is how it opens, literally as though it's some sort of like safe or vault. It's just so on theme and it's incredible. Aww. Ta-da, look at this stunner. It's so funny because when he initially came out with this palette a few years ago, I feel like I just wasn't that into it. So at that point in time, I didn't really see myself wearing green eyeshadow very much. But then once I tried it a couple times, I was like, I actually really love green eyeshadow on me and I really want to have more of it to be able to do like proper green eyeshadow looks with a little more variety because I really hadn't had that yet. So yeah, some of the shades I wanted the most were, like I said, a very bright kind of green like what you see here. And then these very foresty green shades in particular, like this one, this one. This shimmer right here looks absolutely insane. It's just such a gorgeous palette, and if you look down at these shades right here in the corner, it's just an unbelievably beautiful palette. And you also get some variety of like the more bluey sort of greens and teals and things, and the white up here with green sparkle in it, and this like minty shade. These are all just, oh, it's so gorgeous. I'm so excited to play with this. We have these green metallics. It's just, I am so ready to dig into this gorgeous palette. And then for the yellow one with a color story that I've also really been waiting for, Banana Fetish. Here it is, and this one just has a very fun shape. I guess like the kind of elongated nature of it does somewhat resemble a banana. All his packaging is always a little bit unconventional. Like, of course, the trunks I feel like are the most sort of high-end kind of vibe, but even when he does simple like cardboard packaging like this, I feel like it still has a lot of spice to it, you know? And all the pans in here you'll see are also these octagon shapes, and he always finds a way to bring at least some creativity into it, you know what I mean? And if you notice the way he stamps them too, with his logo and other little, you know, on-theme related stamps, just very unique, you know? You don't see this often from many brands. And this one actually says banana across the middle with the stamps, and the rest are his logo, but the color stories again, so nice, so what I was looking for. You have a couple bright pops of color in there as well, but look at the variety of these banana-y, perfect, muted yellowy sort of shades. And the shimmers again look unreal. Gorgeous, gorgeous palette. Another one that I cannot wait to dip into. This stuff is going to keep me occupied for weeks. There are so many looks to be done with all of these palettes. Oh, by the way, I've been reorganizing my makeup, and look at this. How perfect is that? This pink dedicated, maybe not entirely pink, but a lot of it since it's Jeffree Star's packaging. Whole shelf of my lovely lipsticks. So exciting. I am such a nerd for makeup. Oh my god. And something else I just wanted to throw in at the end here because it's makeup related. I also recently ordered from Temu for the first time, which I have a whole separate haul video of that if you haven't seen it yet. Check it out if it interests you, but I did get some lashes in 2 different styles. So the first ones are these big like Manhwa style lashes, which I feel like are super trendy lately. You see these a lot in like that Douyin style makeup that I've seen a lot of people trying lately, and I had to hop on and give this a shot myself. So those were the first ones. And secondly, I have these really pretty little half lashes. These are much more on the delicate side, kind of very soft, fluffy, just slightly winged out kind of lashes. These are actually a lot bigger than I was expecting them to be. When I ordered them, I thought it would be a little bit more of like that delicate kind of vibe, but now these are pretty hefty lashes, but I feel like it's really going to complement the look well. It'll be noticeable, so we'll give them a shot. And then I also ordered this set of puffs and sponges, so some standard beauty blender type of sponges, some mini ones as well. And then these powder puffs, which is the main reason I got this, because I don't have any yet and I see them all over the internet. Everyone is using these puffs for their powder now. And so I wanted to try it out for myself, hence why I ordered those. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums things up, wraps things up. Either way, that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to check out any of my other links, they'll be in the description box down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.